The film begins in 1977, during the height of the war, with the introduction of a young woman named Patricia. She was terrified and moved to a doctor, but reaching there, she became scared. She tells the doctor, being terrified, that she studies dancing at an academy and believes all of the teachers are witches. They had taken my hair and other body parts. She is with me, watching me, and I can feel her. She is a senior witch who wishes to enter me, and will use my 2 friends if I do not return to that academy. It is important for me to go there so I can tell them that they are in a huge trouble. Being panicked and in a hurry, Patricia leaves, while forgetting her purse there. Right after it, the main character of the story is seen named Susie. She came here from another city, just to learn dancing in that academy. Susie joins the academy and is asked to dance without music to see if she is capable. A teacher in the other room can feel her dance when she was dancing. She comes there and starts seeing Susie while dancing. After dancing, Susie sees the girls in the academy who were talking about Patricia. The owner informs her that she has been granted admission and that you will be provided with free residence. Susie becomes happy to hear this, as she hasn't money to rent a room to live. Patricia's friend helps Susie to set her room, and they were also talking about a ritual black magic. It was said that Patricia failed in that black magic, so now we have to choose someone else. The girls were dancing and Patricia's friend was worried about her because she was missing. She shouts in anger and says, "You all are witches and my friend Patricia is missing because of you." Her condition gets worse when she was leaving from there. She gets panicked and tries to move out from there, but she couldn't and gets stuck in a mirror room. A teacher who was mother there chooses another dancer to replace Patricia's friend. After this, Susie dances very well and easily. As she moves her body while dancing, the body of Patricia's friend, who was stuck in mirror room, moves automatically. Her body starts bending strangely due to it. Her bones starts breaking one by one after it. Few ladies of the academy arrive who were witches and take her while hanging her in meat hook. Patricia forgot her purse at doctor's home, and the doctor finds a diary from it. We discover many things. It was written the witches of academy consider the old witches their mother or god. And the 3 old witches each have their own job, one being the Tears Witch and the other the Darkness Witch. The special among them was named Suspiria Witch, and she was the nicest of all. Everyone gives her respect who was the senior witch of this academy. Her body was getting rotten because of her age, and now she wants a new pretty body. That's why Patricia said she wants to come in my body. Knowing all this, the doctor feels something is wrong. So he moves to the police station and reports about the academy and Patricia, who is missing. Susie sees nightmares and now Patricia was missing. That's why Susie and her friend become worried about her. 2 police officers arrive who come here for investigation on that doctor's report. Those clever witches control the officers and start misbehaving with them. The next day, Susie was dancing and someone was feeling her with a terrible hand. She was none other than the senior dancer of the academy, means that senior witch. This time, the witch has chosen Susie, means she will move into her body. But the mother becomes furious after knowing this, and she says to the owner that Susie isn't ready for this. We can't give her to the senior witch until she gets ready for this. Actually, the mother doesn't want to give Susie to the senior witch. Now because only the orders of senior witch are obeyed here, so the mother has no other way except for obeying her. Susie sees a nightmare, and she says, "I know who am I, and who is inside me." Here, we discover the mother is showing those nightmares to Susie. The next day, the mother calls the other girl when Susie wasn't dancing well, and the girl performed those dance steps well. Now the mother sees the girl and then Susie. She appears to be incorporating that girl's dancing ability in Susie. The girls were leaving, but the girl who was dancing, suddenly her condition gets worse. She falls down and starts feeling severe pain. The doctor goes to meet the police officers, and it appears that nothing has happened to them. However, the police officers are still under the control of witches. The doctor moves to the academy and meets Susie's friend, saying, "I am Patricia's friend." Later, he takes her for dinner, and then tells her everything written in Patricia's diary, but Susie's friend doesn't feel good to hear it and leaves. The witches were having food, and a witch injures her neck with a knife. This witch is shown sad from the beginning, as if she is embarrassed by what they are doing to the academy girls. The next day, Susie's friend, who went with the doctor, starts searching the academy and discovers a secret door there. When she enters, she discovers strange things, including a picture of her mother and the senior witch. The witches use those items to perform black magic, while she hears witches shout and voices of casting spells. She becomes afraid after hearing it and runs from there while taking a hook. She now meets the doctor again, and he tells her more about what is written in the diary. Susie's friend becomes surprised to know all this and says, "I will find Patricia." Now the witches cut Susie's hairs and keep them. As you remember, Patricia said the witches kept my hairs. The girls were getting ready in red dress for their show, and Susie's friend also moves in the secret rooms after getting ready. The witches were busy, and she gets a chance to check this place to find Patricia. The doctor also comes to watch their show. Their show was about to start and all girls were present, except for Susie's friend. Susie's friend finds Patricia. She was looking terrible and her body was getting rotten. There were many other girls except for Patricia, and then a girl comes near Susie's friend, but she gets scared to see this and runs from there. Being in a hurry, her foot's stuck in a broken place and she falls down. The witches come to Susie's friend and controls her while performing magic on her. Due to it, her wound heals and the bone also joins after it. She joins her group on the stage and starts dancing. Susie's friend comes to her senses, while dancing means out of the control of those witches. She feels pain and starts shouting while falling there. Now the mother approaches Susie and says that while the girls have stopped dancing, you should not. The doctor sees his wife who got missing 2 years ago and moves forward, but then realizes he has come near the academy. His wife vanishes in an instant. Meanwhile, 2 witches come out while shouting and take the doctor inside. The witches have called the doctor here while showing him his wife because they are about to perform their last ritual, in which they will give Susie's body to that senior witch while performing black magic. But for this, they need a man. That's why they have chosen the doctor. After it, the girls of the academy and the witches come in a weird condition and start the black magic here. The senior witch is shown for the first time whose body gets rotten because of many diseases. She was looking terrible because of it. Susie arrives and the mother was worried because of Susie and says we can stop this magic if you are not ready for this. The senior witch becomes furious at mother hearing this, but Susie says no problem, I am ready for this. The mother doesn't feel anything right, and when the mother moves her hand forward to stop the ritual, the senior witch attacks her neck. Her neck starts bleeding. Suddenly, death arrives that was terrible, and everyone gets scared to see it. As a mark of respect, the death bows in front of Susie. When the senior witch sees this, she becomes terrified and asks Susie, if death is dangerous, why is it bending in front of you? Who are you? And here, Susie tells I am none other than Witch Suspiria. She begins by killing the senior witch, who was the cause of everything that was going on here later. Now Susie, who was Suspiria, comes into her real getup and moves to Patricia and her friends and asks them to tell her what do they want. They were in a lot of pain, so they said, please release us from this pain so we can find peace. She agrees to get them out of this horrible situation, and the next morning, the other girls in the academy are shown. They have no recollection of the previous night and begin dancing. Because of the witches' deaths, there was blood in the area where their show was held. The witches were cleaning it, and the mother was alive, even her neck was injured badly. Susie now commands all of the witches here, and Susie went to the doctor and apologized for the witches' bad behavior. If we talk about your wife, she died 2 years ago, and remembered you in her final moments. Then she erases the doctor's memory so he doesn't feel bad, because she wants everyone to be happy. Nothing bad will happen now, and she will spread joy everywhere. This is the final scene of the film. Thanks for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more interesting updates.